All right, guys, the Green Bay Packers just released their first injury report of the 2024 season, which means we are back. We are so back. The Packers have their season opener this Friday, primetime in Brazil versus the Eagles. We are so close. So in today's video, we're going to go over the Green Bay Packers injury report, all the players that practiced in limited fashion or did not participate, as well as take a quick look at the Eagles injury report ahead of this Friday night game. There'll be another injury report tomorrow, and then also Thursday with the actual game designations. But guys, the Green Bay Packers are actually very, very healthy right now. Obviously, through the offseason, they fired all of their strength and conditioning staff and brought in a whole new unit. And seemingly, fingers crossed, the Packers are more healthy than usual entering week one. Guys, go down and click that subscribe button if you are a new viewer here and want to stay in the loop with everything Green Bay Packers, from injury reports multiple times a week to game live streams, game reactions, and PFF grades after each game. You'll find it all here on this channel. Wanted to give a quick shout out to today's video sponsor, Sleeper, and I'm going to be hosting another giveaway the month of September. Since it's a new month, it means a new giveaway through Sleeper, and I'm going to be giving away a Jordan Love jersey to one lucky winner, size of your choice, of course, that signs up on Sleeper and makes a first-time deposit with my custom code BAS, B-A-S. That'll enter you in the giveaway, as well as get your first deposit matched up to $100. Guys, picks are available for the Packers versus Eagles game, including a new user promo, more than half a passing yard for Jordan Love. So it's a free pick there. Then there's other options such as more or less 66.5 rushing yards for Josh Jacobs, 40.5 receiving yards for Christian Watson, 38.5 receiving yards for Romeo Doubs, which definitely over in my opinion. Guys, definitely go check out Sleeper, make your picks, get entered in this giveaway, and use code BAS at sign up, BAS. Again, thank you to Sleeper for sponsoring this video. All right, so now let's dive into the first injury report for the Green Bay Packers of 2024. Man, it feels so good to say that. So let's bring it up on the screen, and we have Edgerrin Cooper at the top. He has been practicing. The Packers started practicing Sunday. They had a non-padded yesterday and back to padded today. I believe they fly out to Brazil tomorrow. I might be wrong in that, but I'm pretty sure they do. But Edgerrin Cooper was limited with his hip injury, so maybe we'll finally see some Edgerrin Cooper in week one. If he's active, I don't expect him to get a ton of snaps on that defense. And honestly, I would think Tyron Hopper might actually get more snaps than him week one, because as of right now, he is more game ready than Edgerrin Cooper, who's kind of had this hip injury most of training camp and didn't participate in a single preseason game. Then we see Romeo Doubs on this list. Wasn't aware that he had an injury, but it doesn't seem too serious. Matt LaFleur didn't even mention this in his press conference. He has a hand injury and is limited. Now, Marshawn Lloyd, don't get confused with this, because although it says did not participate, he actually practiced the last 2 days. So very good news in regards to that. And when Matt LaFleur was asked about this, why was Marshawn Lloyd not practicing today, he didn't say it was a setback. He said he had 2 good days and this is just part of the process. So seemingly this is just giving Marshawn Lloyd the day off, not working him back too hard. Of course, it being a hamstring injury, we know those can linger around. Now, will Marshawn Lloyd be ready to suit up this Friday versus the Eagles? I'm not sure. Emmanuel Wilson at this point is going to be running back number 2 behind Josh Jacobs. It's just a matter of, will they have Marshawn Lloyd as the third guy, or will they call up one of Ellis Merriweather or new signing LaMichael Pirine to be their third running back on this game day? In my opinion, it'll probably be a practice squad call-up. I don't see them rushing back Marshawn Lloyd to be running back number 3 here in week one. I think they're going to let him ease back in, and then when he's ready to go and he's 100%, then he can be active on game day. But I don't believe it's going to happen this Friday. But nonetheless, it's good to see him practice the past 2 days and get a nice rest day here. Next on this list is Carrington Valentine, who also has a hamstring injury. We saw him with this hamstring issue most of training camp. Nice to see limited here. I don't see any way he doesn't suit up for this game as a depth rotational cornerback. It seems very likely that Eric Stokes is going to be starting at cornerback opposite Jair Alexander, with, of course, then Keyshawn Nixon in the slot. But it's nice to have that depth, of course, of Carrington Valentine, Corey Ballantyne. And then you also have 2 good practice squad corners in Kalen King and Kamal Haddon, if need be. Say if for some reason Carrington Valentine can't go in this game, maybe then they'll call up someone like Kalen King for game day. You also see Emmanuel Wilson on here with a hip injury, but limited. So although he's Also on the injury report, this just pretty much means a couple things. The Packers are most likely going to call up a running back from the practice squad no matter what. But Emmanuel Wilson seems fine. He's limited today, hip injury. Matt LaFleur didn't even mention this, so I doubt it's anything too severe, and he will be running back number 2 here in week 1, which is still crazy to say. Like, if you told me Emmanuel Wilson would be running back number 2 at the beginning of this offseason, I would call you crazy. But A.J. Dillon with the neck stinger out for the year. Marshawn Lloyd has had this hamstring injury, so he is the next man up, and that's just how quickly things can change in the NFL. All right, so now to quickly go over the Philadelphia Eagles injury report, short one as well. So both teams very healthy heading into this game. The Eagles with actually less injuries on the injury report because the first 2 players you see here are just veteran rest. We see A.J. Brown and Landon Dickerson, both limited today, but it was just veteran rest. Then the final 2 are the only players on the Eagles roster that have any injury designations of Isaiah Rodgers at cornerback with a hand injury. He was limited today, and Devin White, linebacker, ankle injury. He was also limited. So the Eagles as well, very, very healthy heading into this game. It's going to be a very intriguing matchup. I have high hopes for the Green Bay Packers starting out strong in 2024, going out there in Brazil, which is essentially going to be a home game. I know how many Packers fans are so excited to go to that game. Let me know down in the comments if you are going to that game. I'm very excited for everyone that's going, and especially if it's your first Packers game you're able to go to. You guys are going to have a blast. I'm so excited for this game. I'll be streaming on Friday during it, so make sure if you're able to, come by to the live stream, come hang out for a bit while I do my play-by-play. But I appreciate you guys coming by to the video. Of course, I'll release more videos this week going over the further injury reports. Don't expect much to change, obviously, but this is week 1, guys. We got to keep up to date. We got to see who's available for this game and hit the ground running. But I appreciate you guys coming by to the video. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. As always, go Pack Go.